All right, boys and girls, welcome back. We are back in front of the fireplace because we're on fire, literally. Um, 25-11 run, man. Just been seeing the board unbelievably well. Shout out big man Krantz. We're just we're locked in on the picks right now, and we want to keep them coming to you guys. So we're gonna keep making these videos. Quick recap of yesterday. Let me just pull up my sheet here because we picked so many winners. 5-1 day yesterday. Clemson minus 4.5 against North Carolina. Absolute beatdown from the gate. Just North Carolina has nothing for them. Carolina is almost on auto fade against anybody who's above 500 in the ACC for me. I just don't see. They have no desire left. Took them a random one yesterday. Stephen F. Austin yesterday. I liked all the metrics that were in their favor. They were like 64-7 at home in their last 71 games. They won by double digits. We needed them minus 2.5, so we got that one done. We had Wemby to score more than 5.5 points in the first quarter. He didn't score for the first 5 minutes. And Josh and I were texting each other and just worried about what's going on with our picks here. And then Wemby just scored 11 points in like the next 3 minutes and easily cashed that number. We had Sabonis over 3.5 rebounds in the first quarter. He got that about the first 4 minutes of the first quarter. He got his 4 rebounds, grabbed an assist, scored some points. So he was doing his thing yesterday. So that was another cash. Nuggets team total. I don't know when these books are going to stop letting me just have free Denver Nuggets money. But Denver Nuggets team total over 118.5 points. Like I said yesterday, they've been scoring like 130 points a game at home. I believe they almost had this total covered at the end of the third quarter. I think they had 112 at the end of the third quarter. So easily sailed over this number again. Going to keep going back to that well as long as that number is there, especially if they're playing in Denver. It's just an automatic green light. And the last one, this one hurts the most because you want to go 6-0. And we had the Baylor team total under 62.5. They had 54 points against a great Houston defense with like 2 minutes left in the game. Houston's up 20, and Baylor just decides we're just going to keep shooting three-pointers, and Houston's like, we're not even going to defend you. And they made some three-pointers. They ended up with 65 points, so our only loss was essentially a backdoor team total cover because nobody cared about playing defense in the last 2 minutes of that game. So hopefully that doesn't happen to us again today. We got some more totals, picks, and stuff like that, but let's get into it. This is why you guys are here, these free picks. So we got 6 picks tonight. The first pick, we're going to go to a revenge spot. We're going to go to Ann Arbor. Michigan Wolverines hosting the Purdue Boilermakers, one of the premier games of the night. You got the number 7 Boilermakers, number, I want to say 20 Wolverines. Both teams vying for a Big Ten title. Purdue smacked Michigan January 24th. Beatdown, absolute beatdown. Game was over in the first half. They were up 29 at the half. Michigan is favored in this game, and I think for good reason. I still think Purdue could come back and win, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the first half, Michigan to win by 2 points or more, so minus 1.5 points in the first half. I think Michigan comes out with purpose in this game at home, obviously revenge on their mind. I still think Purdue's the better team, but Michigan shoots 60% from inside three-point range, and Purdue is 232nd at defending those shots. So the reason this first game went the way it did is turnovers. Michigan just turned the ball over everywhere. They are having a problem with that, but I think tonight they get it together, at least for the beginning of the game. I don't care what happens after the half, and that's why I don't want any part of the full game total or full game side, but we're going to take first half, Michigan minus 1.5. So that's going to be our first pick. Second pick, we're going to go to Starkville. Florida Gators coming in town. Josh loves this pick. He's a Gators fan, so we're going to rock with this. I'm in on it too. I just think it's way too low. The Gators have been scoring like 85-plus points every single game, and except for the Tennessee game. And listen, let's not confuse Mississippi State's defense with Tennessee. The total in this game, I think, is set at 153. So they expect a lot of points. So we're going to go with the Gators team total over 76.5 points. So we need them to score 77 or more. I love that. I think they easily get to 80 points in this game, if not more. I don't know if they'll win the game, but we like them to get the scoring going in this game. Mississippi State's going to feel like they need to keep up with the Gators, and the Gators are going to get their points however they want to in this game. So we like that one a lot. Third pick, we're going to go to Morgantown, West Virginia. We're going to take the home team, West Virginia Mountaineers. They're taking on BYU. West Virginia -2. There's not a lot of things that either one of these teams do well. BYU at home is a nightmare because just going up to that elevation in Provo is really tough. But coming over here, West Virginia plays really staunch defense at home. Total is set in the 130s, which is not a game that BYU wants to play. And I just feel like West Virginia kind of like what I thought with Clemson. They're just going to muck up a good offense and get them to just kind of slow down and play at their pace. I can get it out. And so we like West Virginia -2. I do expect a very close game, a low-scoring game, but I'm gonna rock with the home team on this one. Like this one to get cash. So that's gonna be our 3 picks. We got on here. This is gonna be another obscure one. I like obscure picks because people don't pay attention to these games, and when I find some really nugget information, something really really good, it makes me want to put my money on it. That's the idea here. These books, they know what they're doing. They don't set these totals and sides for no reason. They have an idea of generally what people will wager on, which is they're trying to get you to wager the way they want you to so that they can push their agenda, get your money. This is one of those spots where they just don't have it right. University of Illinois Chicago, UIC as they're called, travels to Murray State to play the Racers. The only reason I like this game is this stat came up and I couldn't ignore it. Murray State is -3.5 in this game. So anytime this year that Murray State has been a favorite of 3 points or more in a game, they are 3-9 against the spread. So they don't cover a 3-point spread. 33% of the time is the only time they cover it. Contrary to that, UIC, if they are an underdog of 3 points or more, they are 9-1 against the spread. So this team covers those short spreads. So they actually have the spread at 3.5. So we're going to take UIC, University of Illinois Chicago against Murray State. We are going to take them plus the 3.5 points. I think they probably get the win outright. They seem to be the better team from everything I've looked at, but I don't want to pretend I know a tremendous amount about their players, but I just know that if you're covering spreads like that as a team, it's because you're playing competitive games. When you have a 3-point spread, a very low spread, and your team likes to cover that spread all the time, that means you're in really tight games all the time, especially games that they're projecting that you're going to lose. So I think this is just a no-brainer for us. Fifth pick is we're going to go out to Los Angeles, where Penn State's going to travel out to USC. Penn State's got a lot of injuries. Ace Baldwin, their best player, is dealing with a back injury. He's likely going to play. I can't really find a lot of information on whether he will, but one of their big men is nursing an ankle injury and is just, they seem to think he's going to play, but maybe limited minutes. And then Puff Johnson, one of their better players, is obviously out. USC is healthy. They've been scoring over 80 points every game, and Penn State is giving up over 80 points a game. I just don't think Penn State's going to score enough points. So give me USC -4.5 out there. And then our final pick, our 6th pick, we're going to go to the Association, our favorite place to go, and I'm going to back a team that I just told you guys I have no problem fading, and I will continue to fade. Philadelphia 76ers are laying 9.5 points at home against the Raptors. Tyrese Maxey's already been ruled out of this game. If you watched any of the Sixers' last game, Joel Embiid looked like an absolute... he's already come out and said he needs knee surgery again. So he's a game-time decision. Who knows if he even plays? This 9.5 line will probably come crashing down if you don't bet on it soon. So get it on it as soon as you can. It's 9.5 right now as of 3 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. So that's going to be our 6th pick. Toronto plus 9.5. It's a pure fade of Philadelphia. Shouldn't be favored by 10 points against anybody, especially a Raptors squad that does get up for a lot of games. It's not far travel for them. Tyrese Maxey, who's the most dynamic player for Philly, is out. And Embiid, who even if he plays, is going to be like a robot. I think Toronto's got too much. I think Toronto's a live dog in this game. So just to recap really quick at the end of the video, as we like to do, we got Michigan -1.5 in the first half against Purdue. We have the Gators team total over 76.5. That's against Mississippi State. West Virginia -2 at home against BYU. We have UIC, University of Illinois Chicago, is +3.5 at Murray State. USC -4.5 at home against Penn State. And then the Toronto Raptors +9.5 on the road at Philadelphia. Follow us on Twitter, Spreads and Props. Follow Big Man Krantz. Let's keep this thing rolling. We're going to go 6-0 tonight, or at least something good. Let's hope. Let's go green tonight, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's make some cash.